Hello, everyone, and welcome to Purdue Fort Wayne Esports. Today, we have a very exciting NACE semifinal matchup against Maryville University Academy. My name is Shrek.
And I'm DJ Philly.
We got some action today. We had a very nice win last week in the quarterfinals. Now today, we have a much tougher matchup in the semifinals against #1 overall seed Maryville Academy. How you feeling?
Well, just a little scary from the seed number, but I think we still got a pretty good chance. We're up against Maryville University, so hopefully we're going to see some good action. It will be best of 5 tonight, and we are in the semifinals of our competitive season, so yeah.
We're the 25th seed coming in, but last week we took down number 24 seed Western Michigan, so like, just because they're a better seed does not mean we can't win.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to go into the first game here, about 25 seconds before we actually start on Control. Control is best of 3, so each team will have to get 2 Control points in order to win the first game. And we can see the new character coming out from Maryville.
Oh.
Sierra.
I honestly totally forgot there was a season reset. That is very surprising that they're already playing the new character in competitive, but I guess we'll see.
For those of you that don't know what the new character does, Sierra has like a little kind of like a drone piece that she can put in the air that she can use to kind of fling herself up into the air. But we're getting straight in here. We have Macros on Reaper here, and Macros is a newer player, only been here for a couple weeks. We'll see how he fits in this week.
Unfortunately, Maryville picked off 4 of Purdue Fort Wayne's.
You know, not the first fight that we wanted for the team, but there's a lot of time left in this game.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we're just getting started here, so.
Grognog on the signature Malga. Gosh, when I wake up in the morning, it's because I want to watch Grognog play Malga in Overwatch. This is why I wake up. Right here.
I do like that. I've already seen that we're pretty patient here. I saw the team was waiting for everyone to respawn here. I think that was already an improvement from. I think it was a couple weeks when I last casted.
And you see the enemy tank going with Zarya, which I think is a kind of a decent counter from Malga because Zarya puts bubbles on herself or their teammates, and when the enemy team shoots the bubbles, Zarya absorbs that as power and just does unreal damage. See a little Kiriko battle here.
Yeah, we might have pushed up just a little bit, but it was a good 15% for Purdue, Fort Wayne.
See, Maryville just has cooked up their ults much faster than us. They have 3 ults to work with.
I'm trying to remember with the new character's ult here. It's like a
carpet
grenade
bomb.
launch or something.
Yeah, it's literally like a carpet bomb. It's just like a whole row of bombs, and if those do insane damage, they'll literally just like one tap anybody that hits them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we just saw it there. I do like the nice combo there. Grognog's ult and then the Kiriko ult as
There's
well.
the player using his ult to take out the enemy Sierra, so a couple of our ults have landed. See Grognog just running through their entire team on point, and that's just a good team win right there. We saw the enemy Sierra kind of use their ult, not get anybody with it. Jin used their ult, and then the player got the other DPS with his ult as well, so just kind of a early opening. Now we have Grognog ulting their Zarya. Macros gets in with the Reaper ult, and that is a clip. That is a clip.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow. Holy clip. I am already liking what I am seeing tonight. Purdue Fort Wayne, I think, is locked in right now.
I think after the last matchup with this team a couple weeks ago, we got dismantled pretty heavily, so I think we're looking to prove something here this week, and we saw that right there. Good coordinated team ults right there.
Absolutely.
Grognog and Macros. Look at that early pick. That's just so huge. Enemy team. I'm not sure who the Tracer was originally, because I don't think they were always Tracer. I'm not sure who they were originally.
Yeah, I'm not sure as well. I think, like you said, Purdue, the team has kind of learned from their last matchup. They're playing a lot more passively than what they were last time. but then trying to push as a team, and you see those ults definitely helping.
Maryville going to have both support ults pretty quickly and the Tracer ult. 90% for this point now. If PFW can win this fight here, then they'll have this first round in the bag. Ragnar trying to push into the Zarya. Just going straight through the bubble, trying to just out DPS it.
See a dual Kiriko ult here.
Kiriko weak. Ragnar gets the pick on that, just going to laser straight through Zarya. Look at that first round.
My goodness.
From PFW, how about that first round?
Wow, the team's on fire. Their comms are really good. I want to, especially the player with some of those ults there.
Look at Grognar, man, so inspirational. He's just such a good player. I mean, his aim, his game IQ.
Oh
just
yeah.
Look at this guy. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's just such a great player. Speaking of great players, I think everyone on our team played well there. We saw the player, a couple of good ults. Not to mention the Malga and Reaper ults coming out from Macros and Grognar. That's just a clip, really.
The timing of Jing's ults too, with the Kiriko ults, those were pretty good. So especially like the dual Kiriko ult that we saw, and then the Kiriko ult with Grognar's ult. I think the comms are in line for today. So
yep, I think the ults have been really good. And I think another thing that we just saw last point, which is really huge, is that first fight we got absolutely destroyed. Maryville took control of the point pretty quickly, but we fought back, and I think that's going to be huge in this series.
Yeah, it's good that we kind of learned how the team plays. So now that we're in the semifinals, we're definitely ready.
PFW coming out with the same comp. Maryville switching to Sojourn. See, the Zarya was trapped by the Junkrat. Trades coming out from each team with 4v4. Grognar goes down. It'll be pretty difficult for PFW. They might just have to try to get out. Just gonna die on point here. Try to take as much time as they can before they reset. PFW did cap the point there, so they're gonna get an early, looks like about 14%. So, not bad. And they get to regroup here and push.
Yeah, we saw a similar thing last game where Maryville was able to capture the point very early on, but I think the team just has to play patiently, know when the right time to strike is.
This team is just playing very up close. I think the Reaper and Malga are kind of the key to trying to battle with Zarya, just trying to kind of out DPS the bubble absorption and just shred straight through it. Grognar gets ulted by the Tracer.
Yeah, I think the Tracer is acting a lot more in the back line, so we're definitely going to have to be careful of that.
Absolutely. PFW just going to reset here, wait for everyone to respawn. And you can hear Junkrat calling it out. PFW going to have 2 ults here going into this fight.
Maryville will also have about 3-ish ults probably prepared in time.
Starts trying to speed boost his whole team on and gets the other Lucio. That's actually huge because now they don't get that ult.
Unfortunately, the cancel there.
Yeah, very close to being very good, but Grognar just shredding through the Sigma shield, and we did see the Zarya switch to Sigma. That's something to note.
We were able to cap point here, but
gets bounced off.
Unfortunate.
Enemy Lucio comes back. Just his ult, so this is gonna not allow PFW to cap the point for very long. Maryville takes back control, and they are at 67% right now.
I wish my camera was on.
See what Grognar can do here. I mean, we expect greatness every time we're on his camera. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, might be the last push here. Hopefully we can see that we can push into the point. Try and get some percentage off here, but Maryville's coming up in the 90s.
This ends now.
Sojourn ults for the other team. Sigma gets shredded again. PFW is just walking through their team now. Lucio trying to be annoying. Not going to be able to do much. Tracer gets picked off. Sojourn's going to back up for Maryville, and just like that, PFW takes control.
Great stuff. Maryville is at 99%, so they're probably gonna have to play very defensively here.
We saw last round, you know, Maryville was starting to stack up the percent. PFW took the point and did not let it go again, so it is definitely doable to win this round here.
Yeah, we got high hopes up.
And this is exactly what happened last round that allowed us to do this. Early DPS picks, and their Tracer goes down. Exactly what we need. Macro's here waiting for a big ult, waiting for their team to drop down. You know, their Sigma's probably going to want to drop down and drop his shield in front of his team. Macro's trying to wait for it.
I think the calm is definitely in the team a lot more here. You see the team kind of playing around those borders.
Arnold gets ulted. He does get the Lucio first. We tried to go for another one of those Malga Reaper combo ults there.
I think it's 3v3 right now.
Purefield ult with the Sojourn in the back. Grognog kind of 2v1 in the back. Alfrats will come in to support.
Really hope someone is on point because they're about to take it here.
Bunch of damage done there from the ult. Doesn't actually get a pick though.
Oh, that was very close by Grognog.
And this is going to be the last fight here, probably.
Well, it's going to be a very close game here.
This fight right here will determine the entire first game. PFW wins this point, they win the first game.
Sigma trying to push up here.
You can see the player does pick off the Lucio. That is going to be huge. Grognog isolating the Sigma there. They go down. This
Great
is
pick by
huge.
Macros.
Sojourn does ult. They are weak though. Gets absolutely shredded. And that's going to be the first game for PFW. And how about this? 2 weeks ago, we got dismantled by this team, and we just took the first game.
Yeah, that was a great comeback there. Maryville honestly had me a little worried that they were able to capture that point early on, but that was some great gameplay that we just saw from Purdue Fort Wayne.
How about Macros, the new player? Just a couple weeks on the team. We saw the ult earlier on this map, on this first map. Right here, play the game as well. I mean, this guy's absolutely inspirational.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have to see what the bans are for next game.
I'm
That's
also
coming
interested.
soon.
We saw the enemy tank switch off Diva to Sigma, and I'm not sure how much it worked. It kind of seemed like Sigma did get shredded there in that second map sometimes. But we'll see what Maryville brings out next map. I mean, what are you looking for?
Ooh. I'm looking for some ult combos. They're very exciting to watch, honestly, from the perspective here on the booth. So the team's doing great, and I got high hopes for this. So I guess we'll be right back, and we'll see in the game 2 how we'll do.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2. After
yeah.
PFW took Game 1 in a close yet comfortable fashion, 2-0 on the first control point. We are on Watch Point Gibraltar here in Escort, so this is a much different game mode than the first game mode, which was Control. Escort, you are pushing the payload as far as you possibly can. There is a time limit, and there is a defender and offensive side. Obviously, the defender's trying to stop the offense from pushing. So we'll have an offense and defense phase. We can see PFW is on defense here.
Yeah, we did also see some team changes here. We got bans on Lucio and Tracer. I think Tracer was probably a pretty good ban for this map because it was Escort. If you have that character in the backline, that might prove very difficult, but I guess we'll go ahead and see.
Yep. Let's see the other tank switching to Diva. Just trying to block some of the projectiles that Grog and some of the other characters are bringing in.
Yeah, it's pretty much a whole comp change for Maryville.
Those who are wanting Tracer and Lucio were banned for this, so Alfred's not going to be on the Lucio this game. Could make a difference for the team.
Yeah, I like playing around the corners here.
PFW just trying to stay low, stay together. The stalemate right now. Bastion by himself up there. See Alfred's on the brig. I mean, you see some greatness there. We always see Alfred's on the Lucio. Let's see what else he's got in the bag.
It is quite interesting that Maryville's trying to actually get into the back line there. You see that multiple of their teammates are pushing from the back, and then I think the Diva was pushing from the front.
See the Vendetta
They joined.
by themselves. Diva coming in to help now. The Emre already has ult, just gonna do so much damage here. Doesn't end up getting a pick though. That is actually huge.
Good pick by Malcros though.
Yep. The enemy Vendetta goes down.
This is actually quite funny because it looks like Purdue Fort Wayne is trying to push the the ship here. But it's honestly the other way around.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the Vendetta does here, because they are coming back from spawn behind PFW.
Pretty good hold here.
Multiple ults coming out from both teams. Let's see how this goes. 2 down from PFW already. This is probably going to be a quick team wipe. And it is.
Yeah, I think that was honestly probably expected, but I think we wiped about 2-ish minutes off the board, so that's a pretty good hold.
Maryville going to get a couple extra minutes here after they get this point. Let's Grog. Tries to contest, but gets the bounce back. Can't quite contest. See how this team fight goes, though. That is super weak. Grognog trying to get the finish.
You see Grognog ult here. Ooh, he's very low. Yeah, might have been pushed up just a little bit there.
Not too surprised to see an Ana from the other team trying to counteract some of the advantages that Malga brings in.
Do have 3 ults ready to go here.
Do you note that the player switched off Bastion? They're on Junkrat now.
Oh, that is quite interesting.
You can see it here. Here's the Macros ult. Doesn't get a kill, does a lot of damage though. There goes one support. Ano's super weak in the back. Not going to be able to help their tank out, so the Diva should go down here.
Some good picks here. 3 down on Maryville.
The rest of their team's just going to back up, reset. 2 minutes, 40 seconds for Maryville to push this next point.
That was probably a good decision for the player to switch off. I think Bastion was just maybe too slow of a character.
Also, Diva is just going to try to block as much damage as possible as well. The Diva just solo diving our Kiriko here.
Hopefully we can take advantage of this.
Diva out of the mech. Here comes the Diva ult. Shouldn't get anybody. I think Emre just got nano ulted there. probably going to do a ton of damage here. Grognog's in a bad spot, and we'll go down to the Emre. Maryville had 3 ults there. I mean, Emre's ult just does so much damage, and they were nanoed, so
Oh, yeah.
not too surprised to see that result.
Yeah. And then they did pick off Alfred's as well, so it was kind of unfortunate that they didn't have as much healing. But we still have 3 minutes on the board for Maryville.
Coach just gets red here. Grognog and the team come to help out. A lot of damage up there. Grognog gets 2. W in a 4v3 now.
Quite interesting ults there. But honestly, it worked out.
Yep. Alfresh does go down, but overall PFW wins that fight. Maryville will back up. Knockers kind of got put in a bad spot there, got slept, but the team just rushed to save him and ended up winning the team fight. Right now, Macro's in the back, looking to try to get a pick if he can. Just does so much close range damage rate. And Emre's right there. Macros might have a free kill, and he does. Look at that. I mean, that is just such good coordination from the team. Grognog as Malga knows Marcos is back there. Macros, sorry, and just dives with him and gets a pick to start the fight.
I am liking what I'm seeing here.
Comes the trap.
Wipe the rest of the team here.
Yep. We're going to stall as much time here to try to keep him staggered as much as possible. Then the D.Va finally goes down, and that's just some high IQ placement. Like, it's funny, but it's also high IQ at the same time.
Yeah, the delay was pretty good there. You saw that Grognog was waiting to shoot D.Va.
That's what a player like Grognog brings to the table. Entertainment, skill, beauty, all of it. Just all the great
elegance.
Traits in Overwatch. Absolutely, absolutely. Maryville gonna have ults this next fight though.
Grognog really low here.
Yep. Gonna go down.
Got about a minute on the board. Honestly, yeah, that might be a team wipe here.
Yep. PFW gonna have probably one more chance to contest here, maybe. Maryville does have 2 ults, probably not looking great. Macros is gonna have a huge ult here if we wanna.
They're gonna have to rush the point pretty quickly.
At this point, you're probably just trying to stall as much time as possible for an overtime. But
ooh, good picks.
Yep. Grognog is anti, can't get any heals. Macro's just gonna solo ult, but gets slept. D.Va is weak. D.Va is gonna ult, push everybody off the point. And rush back.
30 seconds on the board.
We have pushed them back here.
Yeah, Maryville will have to push up again if they want the extra time here.
Going to need a huge ult from Jane here. Both DPS ults from Maryville. PFW is going to have to play this tremendously if we want to stop them from getting this last point.
I think this Kirko ult here might be the key.
Here's the Jane ult. Their Echo replicated Ana.
Oh.
D.Va goes down. We get this D.Va pick. This might be just the end here. Overtime now. Maryville are going to have to make an insane play. Just look at the team right now.
Oh my
Look
goodness.
at the coordination from PFW.
Oh my goodness.
Grognog is absolutely mogging in the camera right now. He looks maxing mogging. Absolutely.
Wow. I'm honestly impressed by the team. I am loving this action here.
This might be some of the best gameplay I've ever seen from PFW Overwatch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they are absolutely locked in here. Like I said, like we kind of got wiped last time we faced this team, and now we're holding really strong against a very high seed team. So we're honestly going to see Purdue Fort Wayne is going to go on the offensive here, and we're hopeful that they can get through to all 3 checkpoints. So,
and sometimes on offense, it's just getting that one win, that one fight win, and then you just start snowballing. So this is a map where we could get held for a while right at the beginning.
Yeah,
but it's also a map that we could just like steamroll them through.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess we'll have to see here. Looks like we might have a little bit of a switch up with the player.
I think that might just be for a teleport right off the bat. I think they're going to use the Symmetra TP, and then I'm assuming the player will just switch to Junkrat after that. They might want to They might TP up onto a bridge, but they might just TP up to the right. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, I
But
guess we'll have to see.
I think normally on defense, you're just trying to take as much time. You're kind of expecting them to get all 3 points, but they did not. So if we get all 3 points, we just win this game. TP goes up there to the left. The player will switch his to Junkrat.
Nice little strategy there.
There's a little Reaper versus Reaper going on. See what Macros can do in that matchup. The player just gets caught out there.
Macros is looking low as well.
Didn't go by Diva. Grognog comes in to help. Reaper just behind Grognog trying to...
Yeah, Maryville is kind of holding the point similarly to how we saw last time with Pretty Far Wayne holding this area here.
I think this is one of the most annoying parts on offense on this map is trying to get past that first choke point, and we have started to do so. Maryville drops down.
Yeah, no one's really contesting the cart at the point, but you might see the Diva drop down here.
Zenyatta getting focused. Absolutely won, but Diva making it an issue for the other players to try to get that finish. Zenyatta's still one up there. Emrite is weak here. Let's see if we can get the kill we can. That is a huge pick there. Now just Reaper on the point for Maryville. Maybe annoying. Diva's going to come help, but they're going to chase down Reaper first, then turn on the Diva. This is
Marvelous.
This is just... I cannot even comprehend the level of Overwatch I'm seeing right now.
Wow. The team is absolutely on fire. They're going to rush here to try and play for the next checkpoint.
Going to try to buy some space. We're about a minute ahead of where Maryville was at this point on their attack phase.
Yeah, it's already looking good so far.
No switches, I don't believe, from Maryville, so same comp as that first point. Kiriko has to use their cleanse, so could take advantage of that here, maybe. Macro's super weak, and our team just gets wiped.
Oh, yeah. Alfred's trying to escape.
And this is going to be tough. Yep, just goes down. That's fine. Full team reset. We're going to have 5 ults this next fight.
Yeah, we are going to be absolutely ready.
Maryville does have 3 themselves, though, so definitely not a guaranteed win here for PFW with their ults.
No, we might honestly see some chaos here, but just ult after ult coming out.
Player does go down. Alfrats uses their ult, so we'll have to try to take advantage of this. See the Reaper and Gat in the back of the bunch of ults coming out. Diva will ult. Grog's gonna get out to cover. Maryville has both DPS ults ready though. Gotta watch that.
Yeah, very close on the Kiriko kill.
Maryville might save their ults now. Kiriko ult comes out. Macros ults the Reaper down, does get picked, but does buy some space. Here's the player with their ult. The Kiriko just perfectly TP'd out of that Junkrat ult.
Oh my goodness.
And that is exactly what we did not want. However, we did push the point pretty far up there.
Yeah, super close. We still have about 2.5 minutes on the board here. Maryville still with 2 ults, and it is quite unfortunate that we kind of loaded up all of our ults in that last play.
Yeah. Still 2.5 minutes just to get to this point, and we'll give an additional time if we can. Maryville does have ults, and they are also just charging their ults right now. Here comes the Emrite ult.
We're going to have to look out for this Reaper ult as well.
Yeah. Emrite does go down, so it's a 4v4. Maryville's going to put some ults there. Diva's going to have their ult. Not looking good here in this fight for PFW.
I think the anti is kind of a big problem here. Seeing a lot on Grognog.
Maryville still with 2 ults there, and that last fight they just absolutely charged up their ult so fast. PFW did not really get to charge their ults very much. Macro's gonna go up. Just try to push the Kiriko off. In a bad spot here, gonna have to try to phase out.
I might have time for one good play here, honestly, to try and push that cart.
The Reaper does ult, but Grognard stays alive and ults back. So both ults come out from Maryville. No picks come out, and now a counter ult. Look at Grognard. Pushing the Emre. Emre trying to get a pick before they die. Can't do so. Now
Player
it's
does
just
get picked off here.
Yep, just both supports up top for Maryville. Kiriko going to TP back, and this should be the point. PFW, and it will be.
Right. 2.5 minutes. Great pick by Grognog.
You could possibly get a little bit of a stagger here, maybe. Macro's going to back off their Reaper, so the team's just kind of settling down here. Very important couple fights incoming. This will determine this second game here. Will PFW take a 2-0 lead in this series? Will Maryville tie it up?
Rooting for Purdue for a win.
I'm going to have to agree. I'm going to have to agree. Here comes an ult from the enemy Kiri. Alpha Rats gets the Ana. Picks coming out from both sides. Macros does fall to the Diva.
I think it's a 2v2 at this point. The ship is still moving.
They're taking a support, I believe, on both sides right now. Maryville coming back for support. Minute and a half now for PFW. Grognard going to try to get out. Alpha Rat's in a bad spot here. Reaper also just TP'd. Let's see if... Look at this support from the team. The coordination just trying to help each other out.
Very close, very close.
Reaper gets nanoed. Macros does get the Ana with their ult. 2 picks come out. Kiriko once again avoids the player's ult. Now this is a huge ult from Grognard.
Yeah, this is a great ult.
Diva does have their ult. They're going to ult here on the point. Gotta watch that.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Tries to get the Diva does go down. Gotta laser the Emre here. Emre goes down before they get an extra shot off. Grognard's antied. Macros, just the Reaper on the point. Reaper ult coming out.
Reaper ult.
Reaper ult, please laser through it. Reaper goes down. Gotta go, gotta go. Come
Oh
on.
my goodness.
PFW up 2-0 in the series.
Holy.
PFW up 2-0 in the series.
I was really worried about that Diva ult there. I don't know how Grognog survived, but I think he pushed in right to the ship fin and kind of saved his head. Oh my goodness.
These are massive plays coming out from PFW.
Holy goodness. Yeah, we saw great gameplay. Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we wake up in the morning.
Oh yeah.
You are the 25th seed. You have a 2-0 lead on the #1 seed in all of NACE Varsity Plus. You have the opportunity to make something incredible happen today. You're up 2-0. Nothing needs to change.
Oh yeah.
Nothing needs to change. You have been playing good enough to win this entire series. You have been slightly better than them in both games. You do not need to change anything. They're a good team. You don't need to go out here and expect to destroy them in the third game. Okay?
We definitely don't want to fall in the trap where we get a little bit overconfident in the ability. I mean, that was a very, very close game. So we're going to have to be very wary of Maryville's kind of team composition going into the third game here. But I guess we'll take a little bit of break and then we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the dawn of a possible miracle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And when I say miracle, I don't mean miracle because we are a great team. And we are battling against a great team right now. We are up 2-0 on the #1 overall seed, Maryville Academy. We have beaten them on control. We have beaten them on escort, and now we're on push. Can we make greatness happen? It's not going to be easy. It has been a difficult 2 games to win. It's been very close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We are going to see some bans on Reaper and Ana. I think the Ana was a fantastic choice. That anti was kind of proving a problem. But Reaper ban, I think is honestly all right because it's just a push map. I think there might be other options available.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll go ahead and see here. We did also, we watched the replay of the last game right at the end. And that was, what was it? It was a Suzu that saved Grognog from the default. That was absolutely fantastic. Oh my goodness. Like, kudos to Jing for that.
We see Macros going to Sojourn here. Yeah, definitely what I expected from Macros. We have seen a lot of good plays from Macros as Reaper the last couple games, so I think it's going to be crucial to see what he does here because he has brought in some momentum plays with his ult, but also just his positioning has brought out a lot of early picks and a lot of team fights. We see Maryville is going Orisa. And also Tracer, so that's a couple things to note. Alfred's back on Lucio. Let's see what plays he's able to make.
Looks like Purdue Fort Wayne is trying to go to the back end, actually. We're going to see Grognog push up. Hopefully the rest of the team is right behind him.
Fights come out. The Sojourn is weak. So is the Tracer in the back trying to focus on Grognog, not able to get the pick. The enemy Sojourn does get the first pick of the game, so PFW down 1. Kirko does have to use the cleanse, so Grognog can do now.
It's a little bit scattered in terms of where everyone is, but
Orisa by himself here. Chance for a pick, and we do get it. Kirko weak once again. Sojourn, kind of an issue so far. Early game for PFW. Tracer goes down. PFW going to control the robot here.
yeah, that was a very interesting push there. I was honestly a little worried that everyone was kind of separated, but you kind of honestly saw the same thing with Maryville.
The entire lobby was separated, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of just 1v1 fights, trying to get any pick there, but worked out in Purdue Fort Wayne's favor.
I think the first 2 maps, the difference this week compared to other weeks, I think the team is playing so well together. We've seen a lot of like this coordinated attacks, just going to help each other, and I think that's going to be crucial for taking this last game.
Definitely. They shouldn't change their strategy, just keep going with what they have.
Really just seems like the coordination has been on point, so hopefully that continues. The Sojourn is going to ult from the other team. So I'm trying to isolate the Orisa, but can't really do it, and he will go down.
Good little push there. We got 31 meters.
Yep. The player just going to back up to his team. Maryville will take control of the robot.
Stop that robot!
Maryville going to have 2 ults. They have the Tracer and the Orisa ult. For PFW, just Alfred's his Lucio ult.
Oh, he does use it
Tracer
very early.
does use the ult, but does not get the Sojourn immediately. Grognog trying to push in here, get the Kiriko.
Macros does go down, unfortunately.
Orisa ult,
Orisa
2
ult.
players, and this is going to be a rough team fight here. Maryville gets the team wipe. Going to also get this first point here. They're going to have the forward spawn.
I think Purdue Fort Wayne did have quite some trouble trying to play in this Esperanza map last time we had met Maryville. But, you know, the good thing is we are up 2. If anything were to happen, you know, we're still up a really good lead.
Macros does get the Tracer, and that was one of the crucial things from the first 2 games. Getting a DPS pick early in a fight has just been so good for us. First 2 games, let's see if we can get anything else here from Macros. Nice separating the tank from his team. Grognard will go down.
Oh, and I think Grognard did use his ult as well.
This enemy Sojourn has been an issue this game.
Railgun powered and the enemy's pushing. Let's take care of them. Clear out.
Yeah, quite the issue.
Yeah. Maryville in definite command of this third game here. See what PFW can do to answer.
Probably just gonna have to save our ults just in case the robot gets too close.
See ults coming out from both teams. Let's see what the player can do. Absolute snipes too in the back. That is huge. They're not going to be able to use their Sojourn ult here from this fight. Their golden form, they're going to go down here.
Yeah, we did see an ult from Tracer. Didn't get anyone, and
Escorting the robot.
I
Let's
saw the
move.
earlier ult from Tracer as well on Macros trying to get our Sojourn. That also missed, so that's something to keep note of.
What's up?
Just trying to push their team back.
Just a little pick me up.
Still 5 minutes left in this game. A lot of time left to potentially take a lead here.
definitely, yeah. Maryville with a strong lead here, but
I mean, Sojourn has definitely been the issue here on this Maryville team.
they're just able to get a lot of damage off. Kind of unnoticed, honestly.
Yeah.
This ends
Here comes
now.
the ult from the
This
Sojourn.
ends now.
2 ults coming out. Macros going to try to diff this Sojourn, but gets a diff. I mean,
Grognard's really low there.
yeah. Player's also going to go down. That's going to be another team kill for Maryville.
Yeah, I think because Maryville does have the robot pushed quite far, they have a pretty good lead here. Purdue Fort Wayne is probably honestly going to try and maybe get their ults here. Try and get a pretty good push. And this map is quite open, so it doesn't really work in the team's favor.
Charging through.
I was saying this before this map. I don't think this really favors how we've been playing the first 2 games. I think one of the big things has been Macros on Reaper, and we've been able to get picks early in fights using his positioning and obviously just Reaper's skill set. Obviously, Reaper did get banned here, but
Yeah, that is quite true. And we're hopefully going to see a Reaper come back in the next game if we do go to that.
Sojourn kind of by themselves here. Tracer is in the back there, trying to be annoying. PFW will take control of the bot.
Good stuff.
Now the game's starting to stabilize a little bit. Maryville won a couple fights in a row, definitely got a large lead, but PFW with control here. Just a couple team fights here, and we can find ourselves in the lead.
Yeah, I think honestly, if we get a really good ult from player here, we might be able to get a stagger and try and push that robot in further.
Absolutely. I think a big thing is their Sojourn has cooked up their ults so quickly. I feel like that's happened a couple times in the last couple games where sometimes it feels like PFW just not charge their ults fast enough compared to Maryville, but
That is true.
the player ult very weak here. Might not be able to do anything with this. Great. Can't get it off. Didn't see the players on the other side, that little like building back there, so not able to get any stick with it, but
That's quite unfortunate. We are going to see a Sojourn ult on Maryville's side.
that's actually big there. We got the forward spawn there, so we're trying to reset here. We will be a little bit closer.
Player is able to pick off the Sojourn.
Player by themselves on the bot here. Guard not going to come back to support. Operatz does go down.
Hopefully that forward spawn is able to get Alfred's in quickly here.
See Guard not trying to charge his ult with some damage there. PFW with a few players close to their ult. Maryville does have their Orisa ult out to shoot here. Grognard needs some heals. Sojourn goes down. That's 2.
Oh my goodness. I was kind of worried for Grognog there, but that was some good picks.
under 100 health with a Sojourn staring at you. Definitely not a comfortable spot to be. Versa ult comes out and they're in golden form. Doesn't get any direct kills though with the ult. Macros is going to pop his ult as Sojourn Kiri by themselves right now. Isn't able to TP out. Macros gets the Tracer as well. Yeah, Macros shoving them off the point.
This is looking good. We still have
PFW.
2 ults saved up.
We do have 2 ults.
Thanks for the help.
Maryville gonna have their Tracer and soon their Kiriko ult. And we're in a situation where if PFW can win this next fight, we could seriously take this 3rd game. It's gonna come down to this next fight and how our ults are used. Tracer probably looking to ult somebody, gonna have to be very careful.
We're gonna see the Kiriko ult here.
Both carries come out. Sojourn just in the back, being such an issue. PFW down 3 now. This Alfred's gonna be here. Not sure if we're gonna be able to get back. They're gonna leave the robot, so PFW doesn't have a better chance. 6 seconds left here. Nobody's gonna really even get a chance.
Man, oh man. Well, yeah, it was a close game. They got to, what was that, 102 meters? It's about 20 meters away. So I mean, that final push was almost there. Maryville was able to come back in this 3rd game. So
I
I
think
have to see.
this map and those bans definitely prohibited us a little bit. Their Sojourn was definitely an issue. We weren't able to use Reaper at all because of the ban, and I think even this map and this mode doesn't really fit it that well with how Macros was playing the first couple modes. So I think that this is like some of the worst conditions I think we can play against this team.
I think
And
so.
It was still like, we win that last fight, we win the game. We win that
mhm.
last fight, we win the game. So I think the confidence should still be very high for PFW.
Yeah, I mean, they played so great. The last time we saw the Esperanza map being played with Maryville, I mean, they unfortunately got quite wiped in that last game, so they played very well. They were almost able to take it, so we are going to go to game 4, so we'll be right back.
And we are back for game 4 on Flashpoint. This is similar to Control, where you're just capturing an objective on the point, but instead of best of 3 like Control is, Flashpoint is best of 5, and it's a rotating Flashpoint around the map. And the points progress a lot faster, so like it might be only like 1 or 2 fights to determine the point. PFW going in here, Grognog on the Malga.
Yeah, we did see bans on Orisa and Junkrat there.
It's just Lucio out by himself, and this is exactly what we want to see out PFW. Early pick, in an advantage state now. We saw the Sojourn was a bit of an issue last game. Reaper gonna try to be an issue here with Grognog. Grognog just getting lasered down. D.Va weak. Macro's trying to get out. The Sojourn's probably just gonna drop right on onto point. Looks like Maryville will take this first point here.
Quite unfortunate. And in Flashpoint, those percentages go a lot faster than the normal control maps.
We do have Macros back on Reaper here. I think that's something that we definitely wanted. I think the Reaper ban definitely hurt us last game. But also, I would say Macros played pretty well on Sojourn, to be fair.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it looks like Maryville is going to have probably around 3-ish ults here. Hopefully we're able to get some of those picks off to try and delay those ults.
And the player did have his Junkrat ban, so he's on Soldier this game. And does get a pick on the Lucio. And it's another fight where PFW does get the first pick here, so let's see if we can take better advantage this time. We do cap the point. We're not going to dive in on the Kiri. Kiri did not have any utility to use there. Very interesting. Macros does get the Tracer.
Probably going to see the D.Va go down here as well.
D.Va all comes out, but you're going to be able to use this centerpiece. D.Va going to get back into her mech, but by herself for a second, so let's see if we can do something about that. The player looking for something there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone went down from the D.Va ult or the Sojourn ult, so that works in their Pretty Far Wayne's favor.
Absolutely. Here comes the Grognog ult, and Macros is going to have his ult here. Looks like we just solo ulted D.Va there.
I was able to escape that.
But PFW not C90. Tracer trying to be an issue there. Their Kiri does ult. Macros does ult, but Kiri used their things. Just ults coming out from everybody.
Percentage at 90%. Hopefully Purdue Fort Wayne can take it to the another 10.
Offrats does go down. PFW needs to be careful here. Definitely in a tough spot. Not looking good here. Maryville gonna take this first point back, and Flashpoint it might just be too quick for PFW to handle. Macros is alive here. Could definitely contest this. I mean, Maryville is well off the point. Macros could honestly do something here. D.Va diving back.
Quite interesting.
Likes to do his contest. He can use this to get out. Grognog will probably dive on the point here. There it is.
Grognog was a little low, but
now here we have final fight to determine the first point. Best of 5, remember, in Flashpoint. D.Va ult comes out. Shouldn't be able to hit anyone here. Team is just getting lasered in the back. Sojourn ult doing so much damage. Tracer is super weak.
not looking particularly good.
I have to agree. PFW down everyone but Grog, and that is going to be the first point for Maryville.
I was extremely close there.
That's just how it's been these first couple of games. Just every fight just means so much. Swings the percentage chance so much.
We're hopefully going to have 2 ults for this next push here.
Let's see the Sojourn being an issue again. 12-0 so far this game.
Oh my.
The Tracer does go down. Another fight where PFW starts with an advantage. 5v4. There does get picked off, so now it's a 4v4.
Grognar going in with macros, trying to get the D.Va.
Or Lucio will ult and stop PFW from capturing immediately. The Kiri does go down, so that can keep big for heals. Tracer trying to be annoying here to Grog. Tracer ults, but gets absolutely nothing. Like, once again, the Tracer ult kind of misses for Maryville.
Yeah, you've kind of seen that time and time again.
Soldier gonna ult. Probably just targeting this Sojourn, to be honest. Tries to get behind him, but not going to be able to do too much with the ult other than push him off the point. Grognog ult going to do a lot here, though. Macro's also ults. Not sure if we really needed that there, but PFW's still in a great spot right now. We did already capture the point.
Didn't see you down.
D.Va by themselves, and they're just going to jump off the map to avoid that stagger that we should a couple maps ago. So PFW, second point here.
Oh boy, I'm worried about these ults that we got on Maryville's side. We got a Sojourn ult and the D.Va ult, so.
So far, D.Va's ult hasn't been too impactful. Sojourn, I think, died for the first time that last fight this entire game. Jing gonna ult, trying to get the Lucio, isn't quite able to. D.Va is on the point. Like they backed up.
Good pushback.
Lucio gonna ult to try to defend against that Sojourn ult, which has just been an issue. Sojourn 1 goes down. That is massive for PFW.
That's really good.
And look at this. PFW in a great spot to take the second point here. And they're going to. Maryville probably not going to have time to contest unless D.Va tries to do something insane. I think they are just going to concede the second point. So PFW going to tie this flashpoint up 1-1. Next point's right here. PFW already there.
Alrighty, I am liking what I'm seeing.
So much action in flashpoint. Barely any time to breathe. Sojourn does get our soldier in the back, and the soldier just, or the Sojourn also gets Grognog, and now this is first fight's going to go to Maryville. Good news for PFW is Flashpoint doesn't open up for another 8 seconds, so we're going to be able to get respawned and get another fight pretty quickly without Maryville getting too much of this third point in.
That is true, yeah. It was quite unfortunate. You did see the Sojourn in the back line. Got those 2 picks off, and then kind of just pushed the team back.
That really has been a key for PFW, focusing on eliminating the Sojourn. Kiriko ult comes out. Kiriko very weak. Goes down. That's a huge. And here comes the Grognog ult. D.Va does ult. Grognog going to be able to get out from it. It does get 2 players from PFW. Sojourn super weak, gets no help, so Sojourn does go down for Maryville.
A little bit chaotic. I think it's like a 3v2 right now.
I believe PFW definitely in a good spot here. D.Va no ult this time. Macro's going to get one, almost gets the Tracer as well, and right here, Macro's back on Reaper, I think has been huge for PFW. Not that he's not a great Sojourn, but I think his Reaper, there's a reason he's been Reaper every other game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Purdue for Wayne with an early 30% here, trying to contest. You see them hiding in the corner there.
We've seen Macros do that the first couple games, just trying to get an early pick. Grognog has helped them dive some characters. See Lucio here on the left. Alfred's by himself in a horrible spot. Yep, just gets dove.
I'll have to be worried about this Sojourn trying to get in the back line again, too.
Both supports down from PFW. Looks like we just kind of got separated there. Not looking too good for PFW here. I think both players just going to try to die on point. Yep. So up to 80%.
Pretty good. Purdue for Wayne's going to have to act quickly here.
I expect many ults coming out from both sides on this. This next fight will determine the third point. Which team will go up 2-1 in this flashpoint.
Yeah, this would be interesting. Purdue for Wayne with almost 4 ults here, contesting Maryville's 3.
Unfortunately, no Grognog Macros combination ult probably coming out. Okay. Ults coming out from anyone and everyone right now. We do hold on to both DPS ults though. If we can survive this Sojourn ult, this can be huge for PFW. Soldier ult comes out. D.Va absolute.
Macro's still holding on his ult.
Yep. Don't know if he's going to need it here. Tracer ult does get the Soldier, but...
Oh, misses the Kiriko. Oh, but Grognog.
It's going to be huge for PFW. D.Va absolute. D.Va does have their ult, so watch the death bomb here. There it is. Tracer 1 in the back. Tracer gets absolutely dove by Grognog, and now it's, I believe it's a 3v1 on point. Can we get the kill before anyone from Maryville comes back? No, Lucio is here. Grognog gonna focus on the Lucio, gets the insta pick. D.Va 1.
Oh my, I was gonna say we might have to use the Grognog ult, but I don't even think it's worth it. I guess the team wipe there.
Just perfect gameplay from PFW to capture this point. Survives the Sojourn ult, comes back with their own Soldier ult, and Grognard just helps focus people down with the Lucio coming back. Everybody on the team avoided the Diva ult. Like, they're just playing exactly how they need to play as a team.
Definitely. This game mode is best of 5, so Purdue Fort Wayne only needs one more flashpoint to take the W here.
Macros gets 2 with his ult, and Diva's going to go down. And look at this. Look how well we're playing as a team. Perfectly diving them as a team. Macros, 2 with his ult. Grognog ults the Diva. And we can see Maryville coming out with a Malga of their own.
Ooh, this is interesting. They're probably worried here that this might be the last flashpoint, the last kind of checkpoint of the game.
Yeah, Maryville not great on ult percentage, which neither is PFW, but PFW with the advantage in this game right now. Alfrat's probably the first one to get his ult in this lobby. Malga by himself right now. Will PFW be able to get this pick? They do, and that is oh, we just
That's
C9.
really good.
We just C9. Fine though. We should be able to get this point back pretty quickly. Tracer super weak, trying to be annoying Alpharats.
Yeah, I don't think the C9 was too bad of a problem, especially since their tank went down quite early.
It was 20%, which isn't small, but it was somewhat required to get the tank.
Yeah, it's substantial enough that it could help in the end here.
PFW at 60%, ladies and gentlemen. We could possibly be one team fight win away from upsetting the #1 team. PFW has been playing amazing here. They have a chance to close it out here. Let's see what they do here. Sojourn does ult. And here comes the Lucio ult. Every time their Sojourn ult or Lucio ults, every time they try to just completely counter the Sojourn ult.
Yeah, I'm liking this strategy here.
Yep. PFW at 95% here. Maryville on their last life in the series on this 4th point on Flashpoint.
Hopefully we might see a Kiriko ult here, maybe?
Kiri super weak in the back. Kiri goes down. 4v4.
Enemy Lucio ult.
Sojourn super weak by themselves here. Get the Sojourn.
Hopefully we can dive here.
There goes
Nice pick
one.
by Alfred's.
Macro's coming back. Grog gets inside of the enemy Malga ult. Not looking good for PFW right now, although multiple people weak. Macro's just gonna stay composed.
That was very close.
So now, both 2 ults from PFW. Maryville, 0 ults.
Yeah, all we need is one good push here in this flashpoint.
We've seen this multiple times with Grognog's ults, where he just creates an opportunity for PFW. The player also with their ult. Maryville, no ults. Here comes the ult from Grognog. Here comes the Soldier ult. There goes one. PFW up 5-4 in this fight.
Grognog looking really low here.
Super weak. He's at 30, stays alive.
Player goes down.
Sojourn 1 in the back. It's a 3v3 now. The Tracer goes down. PFW with the point.
Tank v tank.
Yep. Enemy Kiriko does ult. Lucio ult does come out for PFW.
Really trying to push
Lucio
here.
comes out. Sojourn does pop their ult from the enemy team. Gets Macros. Grognog gonna be super weak here. Don't know if we're gonna be able to out-heal this. Not looking good for PFW now. Alfrat's just gonna try to die on point to stall some time. Not sure if PFW is gonna be able to contest this 4th point here.
Yeah, I think they might just have to concede here.
I think they're going to try to get good positioning here for this last checkpoint. Now, this flashpoint right here determines, will PFW win the series, or will we be going to Game 5?
It's just been such a close game, especially that last flashpoint.
Every game, but not just every game, every point on Control, on Escort, every game has been just such minimal things that have caused the team to win. Grognog gets stuck in the ult, and now he's going to ult him back! Grognog just...
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was able to get that ult right in time. We're probably going to get a really good early lead here.
We are. Let's try not to C9 this time, because that might have been the difference on the last point.
That is fair, yeah.
Maryville right back here, though. Not a lot of time to rest. Not a lot of time to communicate what we want here in this next fight, because Maryville's already here. 25% now for PFW. You see Tracer on the right by themselves, looking to ult again. Tracer, so far this series hasn't been a huge problem, but last couple fights has gotten a couple picks.
Grognard was really low there.
Grognard does get stuck by the Tracer ult, and that's going to just destroy his health bar. Macros does get the Lucio, stays alive, but PFW not in a great spot here. Just going to try to die on point, get as much percentage as they can. PFW with a respectful 58% to start.
All right.
Got to notice, though, Maryville does have 3 ults.
Yeah, that does worry me. We have 3 ults, about 60% here. If we can just get some chip damage off, that might be good enough, but honestly, Maryville might want to push kind of hard with these ults here.
Just, oh my gosh, the feeling Sojourn ult comes out. Probably not going to try to get in the way of the ult, but not able to. It's going to be a team wipe here for Maryville. PFW going to be forced to back up. Maryville did use all 3 ults. Now PFW going to come back. They could open up with that Alfred's Lucio ult. We'll see what they do here. Enemy Malga going to try to charge up their ult as fast as they can. Try to use their ult here on this next point, or this next fight.
Flashpoint at 90%. They're going to have to do something really quickly here.
There goes the Lucio ult to open up. Really need to try to get this this Malga before they can use their ult. Not going to be able to. But they are weak.
Very weak.
Able to laser him through it. Tracer ult comes out. Doesn't get anyone. Macros gets the Tracer with his ult. Now PFW will take point. So we can get a little stagger going here, actually. And we're going to try to get a stagger here.
Ooh,
Kiriko weak.
Interesting.
Just solo ults the other.
Okay, that was
Kiriko.
interesting. I don't know if that was the play there, but all right.
I'm going to try to make sure Malga can't get on here. Going to back up. And now it comes down to, once again, we are in overtime.
Probably going to see the Tracer come into the flashpoint here.
Gargnog's just going to follow the Malga by himself. Isolated, and it goes down. 4v4. Tracer's super weak by themselves. Gargnog diving the back line.
Here.
Going to force a TP out of the carry. Macros does get the Tracer. PFW up 4-3 in the fight. No tank. Sojourn has been a problem so far this series.
Grognog is very low.
Both ults come out from Maryville. Grog does go down. Enemy team switches the ball for Hamster. And the Sojourn gets a couple picks.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what that that ult was for exactly. That might have been a missed push or something.
I think he was maybe trying to prevent the Tracer from the Kiriko from trying to TP out, but it also might have just been a troll click. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the play, because that probably could have helped in that last push there, but
Yep. Also, I don't want to say for sure. Not really too sure. He might have thought the game was over and he could just use it, or he could also try to prevent the TP out. I can't guarantee.
No, we
anything.
can't. Yeah, I can't speak for the team. But was unfortunate. So I guess we are gonna go for game 5 here, and guess we'll see you in a few minutes.
Game 5.
Game 5.
One game determines whether you're in the finals or your season is over. We took the first 2 games. Maryville has bounced back and took the last 2. Every single game has been determined by 1 or 2 team fights. We could be out of here. Last game, we had a chance. We had a chance. We had multiple chances to win that game. We did not win. But
it was extremely, extremely close.
the average person, they might be discouraged. The average person, they're not as confident. They're worried. They're concerned. Their reverse sweep is in play now with Maryville. Potentially, if they win this game, getting a reverse sweep on us. Maryville's the #1 seed. But PFW is a different breed. Why? Grognog. Let's get into the game.
I like it.
Grognog on the Malga. The Sojourn has been an issue in this series. What is PFW going to do this game to make that change?
So we did see bans on Zarya and Brig. It was almost kind of a throwaway ban, I would say. I know Purdue Fort Wayne banned Zarya quickly there, probably just to not have a ban on Grognog. But.
And right off the bat, Sojourn gets 2. PFW gets team wiped in the first one. We've seen this a couple times. Saw this in the first 2 maps early on, and PFW did win both of those. So nothing to be concerned about early here.
Maryville's probably going to be, high in spirits. They just came back from 2 wins.
Maryville definitely has the momentum in this series, getting 2 very close wins. Definitely has them pumped up. But PFW, I don't think their confidence has gone down at all.
No, they've still been playing very well.
Tracer does get picked off. Grognog is weak. Lucio will go try to help him out. Grognog just living on critical right now. Marissa pretty weak.
Really. Okay, we did get some heals in Grog. Kind of pinned down in the house.
Goes down, Orisa 1. Their Lucio is trapped in the junk. Now Sojourn gets 2 with their ults. Sojourn weak, goes down. Grognog.
Grognog's kind of just on his own.
Yep. Tracer and Lucio, not a good spot for Grognog. Alfred's probably just going to have to back up the team here. Tracer is all over him. He will get out though. PFW with those are the opportunities. Those are the fights. They seem so minimal. Like, it's just one fight, but it really, means so much in the series.
Definitely, yeah. It was so close, because that timer is ticking down every second. Every little push matters.
Yep. These 2 teams just so close the whole series.
You see,
trying to get the Tracer
here.
Multiple ults coming out. Grognog does use his ult on the point.
Not really any picks from the ults, unfortunately, and Jing and Alfred's goes down.
Yep. I think PFW maybe isn't playing together as much as they usually do. The player does get 2 though. The player gets a 3rd. Maybe an opportunity now for PFW to get this point. Orisa absolute in the back. Orisa goes down. Now Lucio on the point. He will go down. That will be the point from PFW.
All right, we take those.
Absolutely. Early on in the fight, not looking great. The player uses his ult and then gets 2 after that. Huge plays from the player, and that is what's going to be the difference in this game 5.
Yeah, every little bit matters, like we said.
Their Sojourn has proved multiple times this series. They have the ability to make, just game, wrecking plays. Just multiple 2 or 3 pieces using their ult has literally been a game wrecker for BFW. Who is that going to be for us?
Grognog looking really low here.
Macros on absolute 1 will try to get out there. Grognog just trying to have his presence felt here in this building. Macros looking for a TP up.
You see a lot of comp players love to play around this castle building.
Macros kind of gets caught in a bad spot, goes down. Macros will go down, or the Sojourn will go down here for Maryville. Grognog is absolute.
Unfortunate.
Do get a little progress on the point, but 2 minutes left for PFW. Macros does have his ult here, probably gonna look to use it up top maybe here on somebody. Tracer trying to be annoying for Maryville.
We did see Maryville switch over to Maga, or Malga.
Tracer running away from Grognog there, probably not a bad decision. But will not escape Macros and Grognog combo. We've seen that multiple times this series. And once again, we're in the situation where we don't know who's on offense and who's on defense. Grognog,
Great pick from Macros.
Yep. Gets the Sojourn, and now they're Malga by themselves, and this is going to be an advantage state for PFW now on this first checkpoint here. Minute 10.
Oh my goodness, you see the Sojourn and Grognog looking right next to each other, but they don't know. They do not know.
Grognog. Gonna trap the Tracer. Sojourn behind the player.
Oh my word, the player was barely, was not able to escape, unfortunately.
Also, quick note, no one is pushing the point right now.
Yeah, that is not good.
You have to be trying to play together up there where Grognog is, but not going to be able to. Jane and Macros both go down. Now, 35 seconds left. To feel comfortable for PFW, I think you have to get at least this first point.
30 seconds.
Definitely. We do have a Kiriko ult ready to go. Or sorry, Maryville has a Kiriko ult ready to go.
PFW really no ults even close, and the player goes down early from the Sojourn. Lucio pretty weak. Macro's gonna try to push off the Curie and the Sojourn. Tracer.
They're pushing uncontested here.
And this is overtime once again. Grognog just getting lasered.
Really good heals on Grog.
Overtime on the point once again. Have the Lucio kind of isolated over there. The player by himself in the back, pretty weak.
King unfortunately goes down here. Hopefully we'll get a pick.
Grognog does bounce off the enemy Malga, but he is one, goes down. Tracer all gets everyone else.
Oh man.
I mean, huge play bouncing off the Malga, but just too little, too late for PFW.
Yeah. Right, unfortunate. We have to hold really strong here.
I mean, the team is absolutely locked right now. The team has been playing so well this series. They are absolutely locked. This is not undoable.
No, no.
It's going to take a new level, though. This is probably the best series we have played this season by far.
Oh, yeah.
This is the #1 seed. This is a good team. This is a great team that wiped us last time. And we have been in position to win the series multiple times. But this right here, this is going to take another level to win. It's going to take perfect gameplay.
It's clear that they trained against Maryville and what they've had in the previous game that they played, but we're going to have to see if all that practice, all that time comes down to this last game here.
Maryville going Jetpack Cat. We might see some trickery.
Oh boy.
We might see some
we may.
foolishness early.
Honestly, hopefully we can get some picks on the cat. But
Is someone going to put a hand up against the Sojourn is the question. Here comes Jetpack Cat on the Tracer. Tracer comes over. PFW is aware of it. He avoids the Sojourn there. Tracer over there on the right trying to be annoying. The player trying to snipe at the Kiriko. Can't quite get the pick.
they weren't really able to stop the Tracer. Everyone's looking really low and player goes down.
Grognog in the push up to the point here. Kind of look for some macros in the back by himself, trying to get on the support and the tracer, but he goes down. Enemy Malg is just so weak. Somebody on the point. Alfrat's just trying to take up some time, and now it's crunch time.
Oh, yeah.
5.5 minutes of perfect defense is what is required to win this series.
It's going to be difficult, but it's doable.
You have given yourself every opportunity if you're PFW to win this series in that flashpoint. Now, we're in a hybrid. It's going to require a lot. 5.5 minutes is a lot of time. It's going to be really tough. But you're going to have to earn this if you want it.
Yeah, we saw a great pick from Macros there.
They're just trying to compose as well in this lobby here for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Playing up
unfortunately,
really far.
I think Maryville knows that they have time. They're probably just going to get that pick damage off to try and get some ults here to get a really good push. Try and push the cart over.
Maryville going to have a couple ults available earlier than PFW. Here comes the first one from Kiriko. Their Malka does get caught alone, but the support come to help. Sojourn pretty weak here, half health. Grognog going to back up.
Grognog unfortunately goes down here.
Player not able to get anyone with his ult. Really in a tough position now.
We're going to really need something here. The one thing we don't want is a delayed wipe here.
And now, the next time you lose a fight for PFW, it's going to be the end of your season. Maryville, 4 ults. It's going to be really tough here. Grognog just got booped over the wall. I don't even know how he's still on the map and falls off, and that is going to be the end of the series.
Man. Honestly, what a game. Holy. What a series of games. Purdue Fort Wayne was absolutely on fire. You know, was quite unfortunate that we could not take the W here, but for how well we played against, you know, the first seed, Maryville, that was absolutely fantastic. We got to the playoff semifinals. Was, you know, like I said, quite a little bit unfortunate, but I guess that'll be kind of the, you know, the end of the season for the Overwatch team, but it was still very good. I loved watching. That's all I'll say.
I don't know if I've ever been more emotionally impacted over a game of Overwatch in my entire life. That is the highest level of Overwatch I think I've ever seen from this team this entire season. We had opportunities down the stretch to close it out. We weren't able to. However, there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, you're playing the #1 overall seed, and we're the 25th seed. There's no reason, I don't think there's a single reason to pain your heads or be upset about that loss. Like,
No.
3 weeks ago, you just got 3-0 wiped every single game by that team. And we just pushed them to a situation where we easily could have won that series 3-1 in that flashpoint. Multiple fights. If we win that fight, we win the game. But Maryville 8-0 in the Swiss, like, undefeated. I'm pretty sure they have a completely undefeated season, I believe.
Yeah, from
There's
my
a reason they're
understanding.
#1 seed.
So, you know, we tried our best. You know, it was still very, very good. And yeah, I guess we'll see what they can do next season. Honestly,
Absolutely. I believe we are losing a couple people, but we still have multiple people returning as well. So we will see what they're able to do next season. I mean, Macros, new addition to the team. He'll be back. He played very well today as Reaper. The Sojourn on the air team was just, I mean, a little bit too much.
They were a problem. They were a problem.
I've never been.
Kudos to them. But I guess other than that, we'll probably wrap up here. So I do know our Super Smash Bros. Gold team has won their last match last week, so they are going to be playing on Thursday. So hopefully you'll join us for that, and we'll see how far the Overwatch team can make it in the next seasons to come. But honestly, I loved it. It was awesome. Team did great. Kudos to them. So
Greatest gameplay I've ever seen. Last thing I will say is Grognog the GOAT.
catch up.